Hi everybody, my name is James from Metro Hobbies and welcome to the YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be heading to Japan and we're going to be taking a look at this beautiful Aoshima Nissan GTR R35 Liberty Walk. Aoshima actually worked in conjunction with Liberty Walk, who, if you don't know, are quite a famous aftermarket brand in Japan that make body kits for cars like these. So they make body kits for older Japanese cars, new Japanese cars, as well as even supercars, as I've done recently a video on a Lamborghini Huracan that Liberty Walk have actually done. So that's one of the things I love most about the Aoshima kits, is that they're not scared to enter the brackets of aftermarket components and things like that. In terms of Liberty Walk and Rocket Bunny is another one that they tend to do. Whereas brands such as Tamiya, while they're really high quality kits, they all do just stock cars pretty much, like the Supra, the RX-7. A lot of their JDM Japanese cars and all their supercars and everything are all how they would be completely stock out of factory, which is why it's great to see some crazy body kits and aftermarket components like Aoshima like to do. So not only Aoshima worked with Liberty Walk themselves, but they also worked with FI Exhausts, which is an exhaust company, to create the exhaust of this kit as well. So without any further ado, we'll open her up and have a look at what it has to offer. So first, you can see on the side of the box here, they worked in conjunction with Liberty Walk and also with FI Exhaust to make this kit. It is a very detailed kit. Most of the detail is on the exterior, which is all going to be the over fenders, the big splitters, the giant wing, and all the crazy detail that this body kit offers essentially. There is still a nice interior as well, which is good, but I was kind of hoping there would be some sort of engine detail, which there isn't, especially considering that, as you'll see soon, the hood is actually a separate component. So if you were to get an aftermarket engine to put in it, you do have that option with the hood already being cut out. So first we're greeted with the clear parts, so obviously all the windows, as well as the masking stickers for the windows to paint all the trim. And then we've also got the Liberty Walk livery that this kit offers. So if you did want to follow specifically how the kit wants you to paint it, that is the livery that you would be following, which is a nice sort of Japanese style Liberty Walk livery. And then we've got some of the parts here. So the wheels are similar to the Lamborghini Huracan video that I did, being two-part wheels, which is a really cool detail. So it makes it a lot easier to paint as well if you did, for instance, gold and chrome. So it makes it easy to paint the two-tone wheels for whatever color you're wanting to do. It just makes a cool little realistic detail. And then obviously things that this kit offers body kit wise is a big intercooler, big diffusers, the huge rear wing, the splitter, and all that sort of things, which you wouldn't really see on the stock cars. Now here's the hood, as I mentioned before, so it is actually a separate piece. This is part of the body kit as well, as it has a massive opening on the top of the hood for some air circulation. So as I said, if you did want to get an aftermarket engine from somewhere and put it in, at least the hood is already cut out for you, so it won't be a huge amount of work to get that in there. Now we have the body itself, so it's all pretty much one piece, which is what I was expecting. Obviously there is a hole for where the hood goes, and the front and the rear bumper are separate pieces as well, which can happen some of the time. So it is very good detail and there is a lot of pieces, but I was still hoping that maybe we'd see an engine build or something in there, which some of the Aoshima kits do, some of the more high-end ones. Now we've got a couple of the chrome pieces, and we've also got a second hood. So this hood, as different to the first one, is actually the stock GTR hood. So this is the hood that you would find out of the car from factory, just how it normally is. And then that separate hood that I just had here before with the big vent and opening on it is the actual Liberty Walk hood. So it does give you the option to keep the car stock looking if you wanted, or go all out and do some or all of the Liberty Walk body kit. So moving on, we have the interior tub essentially. So this just sits on the main chassis plate and it gives you some nice interior detail with the seats, the dash. So the interior is actually quite nicely detailed, which is good to see because obviously you'll be seeing it all through the windows anyway. Now I've got the tyres, obviously very, very thin profile, being a very stanced car. There's not much meat there on the wheels. And then we've got the main chassis base plate as well. The quality seems to look quite good. There's even like diffuser parts and splitter parts to go underneath. So it's a decent looking kit. The chrome is looking really nice on it as well. I always find Aoshima quality is actually quite good. Not quite as good as Tamiya, but still quite high up there. And then what we've got here is a lot of the aero parts. We have the FI exhaust system, which I don't know if you can see the chrome with the glare there, as well as all of the pieces for the wings, the wing struts, the splitters, diffusers, all those. This is pretty much just all the body kit. Then this also has the actual wide body itself, the over fenders. So there's the 4 pieces that you actually have to attach onto the body. Now, something that this kit does, which is annoying in the building sense, but comparing to real life and how realistic it is actually very realistic, is that you have to put the wide body kit on yourself. I was thinking that it would probably be pre-molded onto the body as a wide body kit such as the Lamborghini is in the video I did of that. But for this particular kit, you actually have to put the wide body panels on yourself. But not only that, if you do choose to wide body it, you will have to do some cutting and modification of the body. So you actually have to cut out a little bit of the wheel guards in order for the wide body kit to go over the top. And then that way, with the crazy wheel fitment that it has, it won't be hitting where the old body was. So this is actually something that they have to do in real life. It's a very daunting process because you're cutting up the body of a very expensive car. But it sort of just adds a bit to the realism of it in terms of that's what you have to do in real life, so that's what they're going to make you do in the kit. There's also, I believe, a little bit of cutting to do on the front bumper or the rear bumper to get the diffuser or splitter on correctly as well. So sort of a little realistic detail, which in building sense, yes, it's a bit of a pain, but it's cool that it's sort of realistic and keeps true to how the process would be in real life. So that's all of the pieces out of the way. Then, of course, we have the instruction manual. So on this first page here, we're greeted with what I just spoke about then, which in terms is cutting out the stock fenders to be able to put the wide body on. And then we can also see here the front bumper needs a little bit of cutting as well, and a little bit of modification. Then obviously we have the decal diagram to know where all of the Liberty Walk decals will go all over it. And then the instruction manual, quite good quality as well. They're actually quite similar to Tamiya, very good illustrations. So yeah, nothing crazy really to be pointed out on here. The detail that you can see is, as I said, mostly exterior components. So there's not a whole lot of suspension or, as I said, engine bay or anything like that. Most of all these components is just the exterior of the car, which is where all the detail comes in. So that pretty much wraps up this kit. From what I can see, it's an amazing looking kit. I'm very tempted to buy it myself because I haven't built a Liberty Walk or a sort of Japanese style body kitted car before. So yeah, the quality of the parts look really good. The realism of the Liberty Walk and the fact that they worked with Liberty Walk makes it a very realistic kit. And yeah, just really beautiful. So that pretty much wraps it up for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But with that all said and done, I will see you in the next video. Cheers.